Hello, everyone. This is Haralabos Petras from Athens Coaching Institute. It's my pleasure today to welcome Dr. Uwe Napiersky and Peter Horncastle with us today. Uwe, Peter, thank you for being here. It's a great pleasure and a great honor. We're going to talk about team coaching in the upcoming seminar we're going to deliver at Athens Coaching Institute. So, Uwe, let me begin with you. There is a lot of discussion lately on team coaching, and at the same time, there is a lot of confusion. What are your thoughts about it?
The confusion is team coaching is very similar to one-to-one coaching, but it is not this black and white that we can see, oh, that's what team coaching is. You have team facilitation, team building elements in team coaching. What I see from my learners in team coaching is you need to get your head around about the different complexity. And at the end of the day, you still want to create, like in coaching, the awareness of the team as a whole, which is an important part. I think that's the difference of one-to-one coaching and team coaching. There are more people in the room. The dynamics is different. And it is the complexity which is more tricky to learn. However, the confusion is part of where we are in the moment. It's still a new field, and the territory is not 100% clear. There is more clarity, but some aspects are still unknown, like you go into a new territory, which needs to map.
So there is a need to clarify the territory.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So this is our goal, the first goal in our seminar, right?
Yeah, I would say it is to see the elements which you might be familiar with and take it from there. And I think that's the way to go into new territories. See the familiar things, see the new territory, and get your head around how would you deal with it. And it depends on your personal, professional background, where you come from, whether you come from one-to-one coaching, whether you come from organizational development, whether you come from the leadership perspective. That will define a little bit how you will do the steps forward if you want to learn to become a team coach. Mm-hmm. And yes, there is more complexity in it, but don't forget, if you like coaching the approach, team coaching, personally, I would say you get even more energy out as a professional from doing these jobs. That's why I still like it, but it's a little bit more challenging.
That's true. That's true. Thank you very much, Uwe. Peter, Uwe talked about this sort of complexity regarding the team coaching process and its dynamics. Could you please explain this to us?
Yeah, sure. I think probably a good example, actually, in terms of the complexities, if we concentrate on the number of relationships that the team coach has got to deal with in a typical team coaching engagement. If I can just take you back maybe to a one-to-one coaching scenario, there the coach arguably has to deal with just one relationship in the room with his or her coachee. In team coaching, however, very different. So the team coach walks into the meeting room, and let's say they're confronted with a leadership team comprising 8 people. Automatically, they're then facing a web of 56 different relationships in the room. So that brings with it an additional layer of complexity, obviously. And then if you add to that, perhaps in a similar scenario, working with a co-coach, something that Uwe and I do promote as good practice. So 2 coaches working together, perhaps one front of house, one in a more observational role, you've got another layer of complexity in terms of the relationships that pairing brings to the room. And then finally, maybe just thinking about team coaching from a systemic point of view, where the team coach is trying to bring relationships between team members and key stakeholders explicitly into the coaching room. That too brings another layer of relationship complexity to the engagement. So I think if you add those features together, you can quickly see how team coaching can become layered in complexity, and something I think that is part of the training, maturity, and the development of team coaches as they transition away just from one-to-one coaching.
Mm-hmm. So becoming a team coach, is a process of getting familiar of this sort of complexity.
Absolutely, yes. And it's not a straightforward exercise. I think Uwe and I would argue it's something that team coaches grow into.
Thank you very much, Peter. And maybe a final one question. What is for our participants in these two great workshops? Uwe?
I would see what you do in team coaching. One of the core elements is the learning aspect. And I think it's about enjoying the learning to get more familiar with the territory you are diving into, and then get a more realistic view where is maybe the individual learning challenge for yourself to deal with a little bit more ambiguity in the room and the dynamics. But it is helping, hopefully, for the thoughts, will I go more into this area? I think many have this wish. Team coaching seems to be very much, the new kid in town kind of thing. What is this new kid in town, and how do I need to skill myself up to get there if I want to go there?
Thank you very much, Uwe. Peter, what do you say?
Yeah, I would say that the two webinars taken together, for me, the key theme is one of transition, professional transition and personal transition, and not just how I hasten to add the transition from one-to-one to team coaching, but I think taking it holistically, we're aiming with the webinars to enable participants to think more clearly about a new way of thinking as a coach, a new way of being as a coach, and a new way of doing as a coach as well. So that, I would suggest, is one of the main reasons that participants may want to sign up for the two events.
Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you, both of you. Thank you, everyone. See you in November the 2nd and the 23rd at Athens Coaching Institute. Thank you so much.